6 o'clock.
It's time for Jobina to rock
On CBS Atlanta Mornings.
Live from Atlanta, CBS News Atlanta Mornings starts now.
Good morning, Atlanta.
Happy Monday.
Yes, we are genuinely so glad you are here for our first morning together.
What a morning it is.
We did it.
And that theme song gets you
know,
it will wake you up.
it's going to be the big.
in the best way.
In the very best way. I'm Jobina Fortson-Evans.
I'm Alexa Liacko.
And I'm Troy Bridges.
All right, so these two have you completely covered on all things weather and traffic. But first, Atlanta, here's your wake-up call.
Man, look, there we go. Look, we out of here.
The snow is moving out, but the impact is not. Several school districts making last-minute changes this morning due to lingering ice and bitter cold. Heartbreak in Gwinnett County. One officer is dead, another recovering after police say they were shot while responding to a call. At the Fulton County Jail, a pipe burst, sending more than 70,000 gallons of water, flooding parts of the facility.
This is a leadership fail. We have a crisis in the jail.
New Real ID rules now in effect in Georgia. Show up at the airport without one, and you could miss your flight. Music's biggest night delivered big moments.
We're nothing without each other. Thank you so much.
We're starting the day with Atlanta music royalty, Mama Jan, the voice coach behind Grammy-winning artists and global superstars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's all I have. And move over, Puxatawny Phil. It's Groundhog Day, Georgia style. Two local groundhogs making their weather predictions this morning. Okay, but what have you been saying this morning, Troy? We don't need that rodent.
We don't need that rodent.
Here. We trust you, Troy.
Well, you're kind, and we are going to have some much better weather on the way after this ugly weekend.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks did enjoy the snow. The problem
it was
is,
cute.
It was cute for a minute, but we want to get that stuff out of here. We do have a little bit of black ice to deal with this morning. As we open our windows here, we show you a live view this morning on some of our roadways to the north in areas like Sandy Springs. We are going to be dry, but there are going to be some pockets to watch out for as you hit the roads this morning. Let me take you to the North Georgia map and show you those high temperatures for today. After starting off this morning in the teens and 20s, we are going to rebound close to 50 degrees area wide, 49 for the high today in Atlanta, almost 50 in Griffin at a high of 47, Athens, the upper 40s. Now coming up, we are going to talk about some rain chances rolling in for Tuesday and Wednesday. But first, let's check on those roads and head over to Alexa Liacko. You're seeing a couple of issues, right? What's happening now?
Troy, already proving to be a little bit of a busy morning on the roads out there. Of course, that black ice, a major concern. You're looking at 285 and 400 in Sandy Springs. You can see those headlights coming down into the city for another beautiful Monday, a chilly Monday. But we want to show you this to be on the lookout for. A crash is clearing on I-285 westbound. This is in between Boulder Crest Road and Flat Shoals. You can see that was the backup of cars, but you can see that delay only 7 minutes. Things are clearing, so you will not need an alternate route. But Jobina, we are tracking some other slowdowns throughout the metro, and we will have those for you in just a second.
Alexa, thank you. As Metro Atlanta schools recover from the winter weather, there's a split this morning. Atlanta Public Schools back in the classroom today. Gwinnett County Public Schools, however, are going digital today. No in-person classes, activities, or meals. And Gwinnett parents are still waiting on a decision about tomorrow. We will, of course, keep you posted on that. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is now leading the investigation into a deadly shooting involving Gwinnett County Police. Officers were responding to a call at a hotel Sunday morning when gunfire broke out. 2 officers were shot and 1 did not survive. Our Kaley Fedko is live at police headquarters for us this morning, where there is a growing memorial. Kaley, good morning.
Jobina, heartbreaking news this morning. A 25-year-old police officer shot and killed in the line of duty less than a year after joining the force this morning. We're learning more about him, his fellow officer who is recovering, and the suspect. This as Gwinnett County leaders and police call for unity.
We
as a police department, will not be deterred.
A message of resolve in Gwinnett County after 2 officers were shot Sunday morning inside a hotel room while responding to a fraud-related complaint. Police say Corporal David Reed was seriously injured and remains in the hospital. 25-year-old officer Pradeep Tamang died from his injuries.
Originally from Nepal, he located to the United States approximately 10 years ago to the Pennsylvania area.
Police say the officers were called to the Holiday Inn Express on East Park Place Boulevard in Stone Mountain. The suspect then invited the 2 officers into the hotel room to discuss the situation.
And at some point, the suspect produced a handgun and then an unprovoked attack fired at our Gwinnett County police officers.
Police identified the shooter as 35-year-old Kevin Andrews. They say he has a lengthy criminal history, including multiple felony convictions, and had active warrants at the time of the incident. Amid this tragedy, Gwinnett County Police are sending a clear message focused on safety and support.
This moment calls for compassion and unity and reflection as we honor and mourn the loss of one of our officers and the officer who is recovering right now.
GBI says the suspect has been charged with several serious crimes, including felony murder. And this morning, we can confirm he is in custody at Gwinnett County Jail. Jobina?
So much. We will have continuing coverage on the story at 6:30, and of course the very latest on our website, that is cbsatlanta.com. We are following news in your neighborhood in our community compass, and we start in Fulton County. Operations at the county jail are back up this morning after 70,000 gallons. That. Well, time now is 6:09, and still ahead this morning, Justin Bieber in his boxers and Bad Bunny's biggest wins, the moments everyone is talking about from the Grammys. Plus, airport travel just got real. The fees you could face without a real ID at the gate. And Troy is standing by because we have another cold day in front of us.
We are starting off in the teens and 20s again. Grab that heavy coat, but there is a warm-up. We'll talk about how much warmer we'll get when the next round of rain rolls in. But first, let's check on the roads and head over to Alexa. Alexa, you're tracking a new crash out.
A new crash in downtown Troy. We want to let you know there is a crash reported on the downtown connector 7585 southbound. This is right at Langford Parkway. We will have some alternates and how you can get around this coming up on CBS News Atlanta Mornings. Stay with us.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm gonna say eyes out.
The biggest names in music turned out for this year's Grammy Awards. You can watch it right here on CBS Atlanta, too. And many of the artists were using the stage to protest. So here's a quick recap of the most memorable moments. And we are going to start with Bad Bunny, because the man absolutely had a night to remember. He took home Album of the Year, the first Spanish language album ever to win the top prize. He also won Best Musica Urbana Album. He's set to perform at the Super Bowl next week. And from one halftime performer to another, Kendrick Lamar was last night's big winner. 5 Grammys, including Record of the Year. And with that, he becomes the most awarded rapper in Grammy history. 27 wins and counting. British singer Olivia Dean. I love me some Olivia Dean. She scored her first ever Grammy, taking home Best New Artist, one of the night's most coveted categories. And Atlanta fans, you can see her live at State Farm Arena on August 22nd if you're lucky enough to get a ticket. And then also film legend Steven Spielberg. Troy, we got to get into this one here because he joined a very elite club here. He became an EGOT winner. Excited about that. So earning his first Grammy for producing the documentary Music by John Williams. That makes it official. He's now an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner.
That is a huge deal.
And we got to be quiet for this next one.
I know, this one's crazy.
background, so
That
maybe
makes
Justin
sense.
didn't grab his out of there.
But at least he got his socks and his drawers. I mean,
Thank goodness for that.
Goodness, you need something, right? We need more than that.
Yes, we're going to be outside today.
So cold out there today once again, but it seems like we're sort of getting used to this, right? The teens and the 20s this morning, there is a warm up on the way. That's the good news. We're going to get into that as we talk about a big area of high pressure that will be dominating our forecast as we head into today and for part of tomorrow. You can see that big blue H centered over the southeast. It is sinking air that is suppressing those clouds in the atmosphere, and that's why today we are going to see tons of sunshine into the afternoon. We are going to be tracking a chance for some rain, though, with a new front that pushes in. Notice I said rain, not dealing with snow or freezing rain this time. Thank goodness. We need a break, right? Temperatures are going to be above freezing as we go into tomorrow night and the first half of the day on Wednesday. That's the rain that we're tracking across a large part of the southeast, including Georgia. So as we take you right in to North Georgia, watch the clock at the bottom of the screen, and we show you those rain chances coming late in the day tomorrow, mainly tomorrow night into the first half of the day on your Wednesday. You see the green indicating that. Most of it will be light rain. We will see a pocket or two that could be a little bit heavier. We'll track that very carefully, but no big issues. That's the good news. What about high temperatures for today? We are going to be dry today, and we're going to see those temperatures going close to 50 area wide, even for the North Georgia mountains. Keeping in mind, we were only warming into the 30s yesterday, the 20s for afternoon high temperatures on your Saturday. Brutally cold, and that wind chill made it feel even colder. Today, the wind not as strong. We'll have a little bit of a breeze as we take you into those overnight lows tonight. Temperatures cold, but at least not the teens and not dealing with major wind chills. We'll see temperatures down into the 20s, almost 30 at 29. For Atlanta, we'll go to 30 in Carrollton and 29 in Griffin. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today will show tons of sun and slightly breezy conditions with a high of 49. Still below the average. Our average high across North Georgia, the mid-50s. We're going to get closer to that in the next 7 days. In fact, as we take you into the 7-day forecast, notice no next weather alert days. That's the good news. We are warming close to 60 for tomorrow. And then notice this as we take you into your Wednesday, the first half, seeing some of that rain, still a high of 53. A little cooler behind that front. On your Thursday, a high in the mid-40s, but back up to 60 on Friday and staying dry into next weekend. Sunday looking good, close to 60 again. Let's check on those roads and head back over to Alexa Liacko. And you've been tracking a couple of issues, nothing major, I hope.
Nothing major right now, Troy. That is the good news, and we love the news of some warmth on the way that'll dry out those icy roads. This is a look downtown at the Grady Connector. Traffic moving nicely, those roads treated and dry, so great news this morning. We are tracking a little bit of a slowdown, though. An accident reported on the downtown connector. This is at 7585 southbound at Langford Parkway. You should be able to get through there within just a couple extra minutes added to your commute, so that is the best thing to do, Jobina. Just stick it out. That should be cleared quickly. It is just one right lane that is blocked. We will take a look at your trip times and have a full look at the roads in just a couple of minutes. Jobina, back to you.
Alexa, thank you. Well, this just into the newsroom. Fulton County plans to take legal action today. Now, just ahead here, what do Usher Raymond, Justin Bieber, and Liam Neeson all have in common? Well, they've all worked with Mama Jan here. Still ahead, we are going to tell you about how this Georgia Music Hall of Famer is making history right here in the A after this. Welcome back, everybody. Time now is 6:23. Jan Smith is a renowned Grammy-nominated producer and multi-platinum certified vocal coach. But to artists like Usher Raymond and Justin Bieber, she's just Mama Jan.
That's the wall of fame up behind you also with all the different pictures people love.
Jan Smith's studio is covered with music royalty. This is so cool.
Yeah, you like it?
Yes. Smith, better known as Mama Jan, is a vocal producer and coach and specializes in artist development, helping to shape some of the biggest stars of our time. I heard that Usher came up with Mama Jan.
There's a lot of controversy.
Okay, yes.
When Usher came in the first time, he was 17, and I was also working with John Hopkins of the Zac Brown Band and another young artist locally named Jeffrey Butts. And when they would leave, they would say, "We'll see you next week, Mama." And so Usher heard that, and he started saying the same thing. But he was the first person who took that public in an interview, which is how it kind of caught on.
Mama Jan helps people condition their voices, like Justin Bieber.
He had a great voice as a kid, but then we knew that puberty was going to hit, and so that was a big transition when people's voices are changing and you have a record.
So how did this spunky lady become one of the most sought-after vocal producers in the country?
As a songwriter, I was buying a piece of gear that would help me to write songs and do more demos at home, and I bought a piece of gear from a guy that ran a rock and roll guitar school, which was very, new and new vogue and all that stuff, and so he had a client that was losing his voice and asked me if I thought I could help him. I said, sure.
That was in the early 90s, and she's still rocking it. Grammy-nominated producer, multi-platinum certified, and in 2011...
the wonderful, amazing Jan Smith. Thank you.
Mama Jan was inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. She's an artist at heart.
When I see young talent that comes in and they've got great songs or great voices, it's like, it's so exciting to me to cultivate that.
Her work isn't limited to singers.
People like Liam Neeson and, Christian Shirados, different actors and actresses that come in.
Interesting.
John Roberts, who was a reporter.
Mama Jan gave me a little lesson.
I want you to feel that kind of bulby bone in your neck.
Okay.
That's your laryngeal bone.
Okay.
Directly behind that, housed horizontally over your windpipe, is where your vocal cords live.
You're through the glass on the other side.
Through the glass on the other side, and you would be singing your butt off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Despite rapid changes in the male-dominated, ever-evolving music industry, Mama Jan clearly loves what she does and has no plans on stopping.
The whole legacy thing is like, I laugh at that because I still work till 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's just part of it. You have to be willing to go the extra mile.
Hey everybody, we are in our control room checking out what's coming up in our show in the 6:30 half hour. We are going to be having breakfast with the man behind the mic. That is Greg Street of B103. And we have a look at MARTA's highly anticipated new rail cars. And a former Falcons head coach is making his way out west for a new job. We're going to get into all of this. So stay with us.
CBS News Atlanta on Instagram. Atlanta News in real time. News that meets you where you are. Search CBS News Atlanta and follow us on Instagram.
You're watching CBS Atlanta, home of Survivor.
Good morning. Now at 6:30, we are tracking more bitterly cold air in the teens and 20s, but there is a warm-up. We'll talk about how warm it will go and when the next round of rain rolls in.
Also this morning, the latest in Gwinnett County, where a police officer was killed in the line of duty. Another is recovering.
We will not be deterred. These officers are heroes.
Plus, a CBS Atlanta first look. Alexa Liacko goes inside MARTA's highly anticipated new rail cars.
It screams Atlanta, and we are really, really proud of it.
What riders can expect before they ever hit the tracks. And we're having breakfast with a local legend.
It's 6 o'clock. Turn to Greg Street. It's 6 o'clock.
Greg Street celebrating 30 years on Atlanta Airways and giving back to local kids in a big way.
If you was an A and B student in school, Greg knows.
Live from Atlanta, CBS News Atlanta Mornings starts now.
Okay, welcome back to 6:30, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On a Monday.
Yes, our very first Monday, so thank you for sticking with us or joining us if you're just now joining us for the first time. I'm Jobina Fortson-Evans.
And I'm meteorologist Troy Bridges.
Okay, so I'm seeing a little green on the floor, and if you focus very closely on the screen, you can see the rain droplets Troy has coming down.
Now, this is going to be for tomorrow as we go into tomorrow evening, and then once again through the day, the first half of the day on Wednesday, tracking rain. But yes, we're immersive here, showing that rain really for a large part of North Georgia and all of the state.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm going to step on out, friend.
I'm glad
you
that
go
I said
do this
rain instead of snow or freezing rain. We will certainly take that as we show you into the future. Again, this is going to be late tomorrow night into the day on Wednesday. Today, we are going to be dry as we take you into that and show you the high temperatures taking the rain out. Look at the warm up today. Rather than the 30s for highs that we saw on Sunday and the 20s that we saw on Saturday, we are warming close to 50 degrees for the afternoon high temperature today with no rain chances chances and lots of sunshine. Now, coming up, we'll talk more about the timing for the rain tomorrow and even more of a warm-up, getting closer to 60 when that happens and for how long. Straight ahead. First, though, let's check on the roads and head back over to Alexa Liacko. You've been tracking some issues, a new crash out there right now.
Troy, a new crash. It's really been a busy morning out there as people get out after that storm over the weekend. Taking a look at our 75 camera. This is right over by Truist Park. You can see those white lights coming down into the city. Traffic certainly building up. We are tracking a new crash that I wanted to show you. This is over in Decatur. The backup is now extending for multiple miles. This is on I-285 northbound in Decatur before Glenwood Road. So that's causing quite a headache for drivers. You can see kind of all directions, 20 and 285, a little bit of a slowdown. Jobina, we will have your alternate routes to get around that in just a moment. Back to you.
Alexa, thank you. Some students will have the day off today due to winter weather. The state's largest school district, Gwinnett County, will hold a virtual learning day, citing unsafe road conditions. Schools in Banks, Dawson, Fannin, and Lumpkin counties are also closed. And for a full list of school closures and alerts on the winter weather, you can download our app or head over to our website. That is cbsatlanta.com. Gwinnett County Police are mourning the loss.
I can't help myself. And speaking of tracks, we got to get a check on the roads right now here. We are tracking some new crashes. Jobina, your look downtown at the Grady curve looking nice and clear, but we are looking at a crash in Decatur that's causing quite the backup. We'll have that information in just a second. And Troy, a look at our forecast, a little warm up. Thank goodness.
Alexa, we are going to be happy to track a warm up as we go into the next few hours. Starting off cold enough for the heavy coat this morning, but we are warming near 50. What about the 60s? And what about rain returning? We'll talk about all of that straight ahead. Jobina?
All right, Troy, thank you so much. So, everybody, we are going to get a warm welcome from Nate Burleson live and a preview of what they have coming up on CBS Mornings. So stay with us.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
You can't do that if you're just sitting in a chair reading about what other people have found.
What do you think of that? Why?
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCopa. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
CBS Mornings, Atlanta, we're so glad you're near. CBS, CBS, CBS Atlanta Mornings.
Okay, we really are so glad you're here. A big thank you to the Community ATL Choir for our theme song. It is a great way to start the day, and I really wish I could sing so I could be a little bit more on cue when we hit it, okay? But the time now is 6:43, everyone, and we are checking in with Nate Burleson in New York City for a look at what's coming up on CBS Mornings. And Nate, this is the first of what will be many mornings of us leading into you all, and we couldn't be happier to be here. So what do you all have coming up today?
Hey, what's going on, Jobina? It's good to see you. Good morning and welcome to Morning News. Before I tell you what's coming up on the show, that theme song is fire. Hold up, wait a minute. You had me over here grooving.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I think we need to adopt that here on CBS Mornings, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But here's what we do have on the show for you. It was a big night for Bad Bunny at last night's Grammys, and Gail and Anthony Mason are in Los Angeles with complete coverage. They will have highlights, talk with some of the winners, and Gail shares stories from the red carpet. It was a vibe, just like your theme song. Also, Monday means Bag Knows America. David shows us how one teacher's assignment led to her students having hundreds of good deeds happen, starting with the kindness movement. And in our series, The Dish, I go on a mission to learn about the origins of the chopped cheese. That's right, that sandwich is a New York City staple. It packs a lot of punch, and it has a lot of history. And I'll have everything you need to know, plus more on the show, so we'll see you at 7. And I can't wait to actually come down to ATL and kick it with y'all in studio. Welcome to Morning News, baby.
Okay, thank you so much. And you know we had to come correct with the theme song because we are ATL. So, Nate, we'll see you when you come on down here. Clock it, okay? Yes, thank you so much. We'll see you soon, everybody. All right, well, if you did not know, we're going to let you know that today is Groundhog Day. Now is 6:50, and up next, everybody, 3 decades, 1 radio station, and 1 legendary voice behind it all. The secret behind Greg Street's iconic career at V103 is next. You're watching CBS Atlanta Mornings. Welcome back, everybody. Finish this sentence for me. It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. If you said it's time for Greg Street to rock, you are correct. The radio announcer has been on V103's airways for 30 years while also pouring into our community's youth. Here's our breakfast with Greg Street. Thank you, Kayla.
No problem.
Okay, so Greg, why did you pick Breakfast at Barney's today?
Man, this is my boy Poncho spot. I love his spot. Breakfast is good. It's a very nice environment.
You are the voice of my childhood. I mean, and now adulthood. Coming home after school, practice, 6 o'clock traffic. I already know what to expect.
It is about that time for Greg Street 6 o'clock.
Let's show the people. These are awesome. 30 years.
30 years.
On Atlanta radio.
I never ever came to Atlanta until I moved here to work for V103.
Wow.
I've never been here before.
Greg Street has been in radio since high school, starting in Alabama, then Houston, Dallas, and finally Atlanta. He's been doing this way before digital was a thing.
We used to do production on the air.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
So we got a record on this side and a record on this side. This record's getting ready to go off. So you cue up a beat of jazz record on this turntable, unless you want to stay to the station code go off. And then do it. So you got a cart machine that record. You hit it, hit the record, read your copy, and you only got one take.
You were one of the first people to play T.I. on the radio, Killer Mike on the radio. Did you see your career really as a way to open the doors for other people?
I've always used my career, or my whole thing in radio is a platform to help other people.
You know, kids when they go from elementary all the way up, if you was an A and B student in school, Greg knows.
Greg Street transformed his scholarship into an organization called We Need to Read, pouring into local kids throughout the year with his biggest giveaway coming this spring.
We Need to Read is I'm going to give away a brand new car to a high school senior.
When did you come up with the 6 o'clock time for Street to rock?
6 o'clock, turn to Greg Street.
MC Breed and I had a relationship before I came to Atlanta. When I moved to Dallas, Breed came to the radio station, and I wanted to do an intro for my show. MC
Breed made the song in Dallas. When Greg Street came to Atlanta, they changed the lyrics. We've been listening to it for 30 years, and cheers to 30 more. Big thank you to Greg Street for that interview. Still ahead, everybody. Former Falcons head coach Raheem Morris is taking his talents to the West Coast, and we will have a final check on weather and traffic when we return.
Good Monday morning to you. We are starting off cold this morning. Grab that heavy coat. But look, we do have a warm up with lots of sunshine today, going to a high of almost 50. The 60s returning soon enough. Let's check on those roads and head over to Alexa Liacko.
Hey, Troy, we are tracking a crash in Decatur. This is causing quite the slowdown before Glenwood Road. But hey, good news. We have tracked your alternate route. You can get off at Flat Shoals and go up to Memorial Drive and get around it. Jobina?
Thanks, Alexa. Time now is 6:58, and here's a lowdown on everything you need to know before you head out the door. The Gwinnett County Police Department is mourning the loss of Officer Pradeep Taman. He was shot while responding to a call on Sunday. A second officer is recovering. Fulton County plans to take action today against the FBI following last week's search at the election hub. And former Falcons head coach landed a new gig, everybody. Raheem Morris is set to join the 49ers as defensive coordinator. And what a morning! This is our very first show here on CBS Atlanta Mornings, and there's a community choir, a little highlight of everything, and a highlight of all of our people. Wait, okay, pop it. Let's get it. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you all so much for joining us and being a part of this special day with us. Come on, Heather. Come on. Let's go. The news continues with CBS Mornings. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and we will see you back here tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Welcome to CBS Mornings. I'm Nate Burleson.
I'm Vladimir GT.
And I'm Adriana Diaz. We've got the very latest on that deadly winter storm in the east.
Plus, Gail is at the Grammys in L.A. She will join us in just a moment. But first, here's today's eye opener, Your World in 90 Seconds.